Hiya, and welcome back to Tennis Ace. The game that teaches us that... I can't think of anything. After 90 plus videos, I am out of things to say about this game. I am out of things to say. After 90 plus videos. I cannot think of anything. Anyways, let's just hop right in. Until then, I decided to put Haruki's confusing attitude out of mind for the meantime. Glitched out loading screen. Except it's worse. At the ring of the bell, the sound of pen to paper across the room comes to a sudden silence. For some, said silence brought relief. To others, horror. Regardless, just like the time that passes by without care for one's personal circumstances, Shima-sensei got up from his chair announcing the end of this period. That marks the end of the exam, students. Get your papers ready and pass them along to the front of you so I can collect them all. Don't even try to continue writing or I'll fail you on the spot. Dear hands. Dear hands. Yeah. If I can find it. Damn it. I can't find it. Oh, thank you, cats. A few groans can be heard across the room, but no one had a choice other than to follow along with his words, with each student dutifully passing their exams forward until the buck could collect them all, making a neat pile on his hand and tapping it against the table to align it. Hopefully you all have done your best on your exams. If not, well, do at least try to get your grades back up for the next period in a few months. Don't take this as a chance to slack off or you'll fall behind. Still, I hope you all have a good day, and good job to all of you for making it through the week. Saying his farewells, Shima-sensei puts the papers away in his bag, collecting all of his belongings to leave the room. Only then does the mood in the room relax as students visibly slump forward or backward on their chairs, letting out sighs, though whether they are frustration or relief, I cannot say. Finally over! Among the casualties, the tiger that sits next to me in the classroom is slumped over his desk in complete exhaustion. You alright over there? No! Huh, that's a pretty blunt answer. Most people would at least try to dress it up. It can't have been that bad. Easy for you to say, your pen was flying on the paper all week. Well, yeah, these tests aren't so bad. You only need to pay attention in class and do the homework. And that's why I said it's easy for you to say. I don't know what to tell you there. I can help tutor you if you're struggling that much. What good would that do me now? Midterm week is already over anyway. It could help you prepare for the next one so it's not as draining. You seriously put zero effort into your studies? No, wait, I don't think I want to hear the answer to that. What will you do today, Shoichi-kun? How about we go out and do something fun? Sorry, I already have plans. Really? That sucks. What are you doing anyway? I'm gonna check up on a friend. At that, Jun visibly perks up, straightening his back and cocking his head to the side. Checking up on? You have a friend that's sick or something? I wouldn't put it that way, I've just been worried about that. Ah, I see. Yeah, I can't compete with that. You should take care of your friends if they're worried. If you're worried. Glad you understand. Of course, I'll ask some of the guys in class instead. You sure you shouldn't just head home and rest if you're this tired? What? No way, I'm fun-starved. I need to do something fun or I'll go nutso. You and I have very different needs. Anyway, let me see. Ah, Ryoji-kun! Getting up, the tiger happily grabs his bag and runs towards Ryoji once he sees the bear heading toward the door, quickly roping some of the guys in a conversation with his usual smile plastered on his face. At least I don't have to worry about him. I follow suit with him, taking my things and heading out the door toward a very specific room. I take a peek within the room while a few students are heading out, trying to see a familiar white figure inside. After looking around for a few seconds, I'm suddenly kneed on the back of my own knee, nearly losing my balance before I quickly spin around to look for my aggressor. What the fu- Oh, K-kun? What the hell? What are you doing?
I should be the one to ask that question. What are you skulking outside someone's classroom right after the bell rang?
Oh, right, sorry, I forgot this is your room as well. I was actually looking for someone.
That much is relevant. You're not looking for me or any of the sorts, are you? Because I'm on my way home since there won't be any practice today. I have to review some study materials after the exam to make sure I've got them committed to memory.
Nah, you're good. I was actually looking for Haruki.
Koizumi? Why are you... Actually, never mind. That's none of my business. He left already, though. Went out as soon as he handed his exam.
Shit, really?
Yeah, he does that pretty often. Doesn't stick around to help us set up during the festival either. I don't know why you're surprised.
Oh, yeah. Honestly, I don't have the heart to tell K-kun about what I heard from Haruki. I don't know him to be the kind of judge, but he didn't seem all that intimidated by Haruki during the volleyball competition either, but it's not like he'd have the influence to fix that situation in the first place, not to mention the fact that it's not my story to tell. So I better just stay silent. I see. Still, thanks for the heads up. I guess I'll look for him some other day.
Of course. Have a good day.
You too. Well, I guess that was also a bust. Maybe I shouldn't have been surprised. With what I've heard from him before, I have no reason to believe he'd want to stick around after class. If you were going to hang out with Kiga-kun, then maybe, but even that is a big if. I suppose there's no harm in looking for him right now, just to be sure. I've talked to the wolf a few times since the festival, but he seemed pretty cool and attached, almost like he's been icing me out. After we hung out during the last day of the festival, I thought we were on the up, but I seem to find myself in this kind of position with him pretty often. If there's someone out there that can give me a bit of a sanity check, it's the saber cat, so I might as well look to him. Might as well talk to him. Which one of these is his room again? A few minutes later. Hi, Shoichi. Having failed to find the saber cat's room and not wanting to risk missing him, I reach out to the one person I knew could help with it. After a little more begging than I feel comfortable admitting to, mostly due to Shoichi being entirely unamused by my sudden request to, in his words, bother one of his co-workers, we ended up by the front entrance together. Prez, is everything okay? You messaged saying some idiot wanted to talk to me. Hey. Yeah, I did. Here's the idiot. Now, would you two please exchange contact information already so I don't have to do this? I am pretty busy this week. Yeah, sorry. I should have done that sooner. Dude, you don't have to act all pissy because I asked for a simple favor. It's not like I asked for an arm or anything. We only just got done with the student festival and then went straight into midterms. Not only do I have to deal with forms for any kind of damage incurred during the festival, reorganization, and general aftermath of it, but I also had to study all week. Of course I'm really busy. That should be given. But I thought we agreed to all take today off from work so we could recharge. Prez, you're not planning on sneaking some more work in while the rest of us rest, do you? Of course not. Wait a second. Did I accidentally get Shoichi caught in a lie just now? You look so guilty. That totally is the face he makes when he's lying. Really? Because I made plans to go out with a friend, and I really hate if I come back to the SC room on Monday and found all the work we'd left undone completed. There's no way I'm doing that. Good, in that case, I'm sure you wouldn't mind if I took the key to the room home with me today, right? What? There's no reason for that. There's no reason not to either, right? I mean, since you're not going there and all. Wait, don't tell me that this is why you're so annoyed at me asking you for this favor. You were worried he might catch you on a lie? This isn't about me. Keys, now. Fine. Are you kidding me? Here, aren't you supposed to be the senior in this situation? How are you getting pushed around like this? Oh, hiya. Thank you for the bits. And thank you for the bits. Begrudgingly, Shoichi fishes a set of keys out from his bag and places it on the saber cat's outstretched hand, the whole time looking away like a kid feeling embarrassed after being caught with their hand in the cookie pot. Ha! Even I'm feeling some secondhand embarrassment seeing this whole thing. That was surreal. How do you think I feel? Shut up, both of you. There's nothing wrong with wanting to get some work done so you can enjoy your weekend with a clean slate. If that was all there was to it, you wouldn't have been the one suggesting we take today off. You planned this. Let's not get hung up on the technicalities, okay? Either way, you want to talk to him, right, Yuichi? So I can head out now. Yeah, sure, thanks again. And I better not hear on Monday that you went to the faculty room looking for their copy of the key. Bite me, Kasama. The husky quickly bounces back, changing his shoes at his locker and heading out in a half jog, obviously trying to get far away from us as possible. I have no idea what I even just witnessed just now. Anyway, was there something you wanted with me? Oh, right, I almost forgot with all of that. Wanted to ask you about Haruki, but you said you had plans with a friend today. Are you going out with him by any chance? Haru? Yeah, we're going out. Took me a bit to convince him to come with me to the arcade. But I got him to agree this morning when we were heading to class. Why? Wanted to ask if there was something going on with him. He usually at least gives me some grief when we talk. But for the last week or so, he's mostly been passing me by. It's not like he's ignoring me either, but more like he's giving me short answers. He seems distracted, at least to me. Yeah, he usually gets like that after midterms. Guess they stress him out a lot or something. I've been bugging him to go out with me so we can chill a little. Oh, so this is an actual thing and not just with me. Oh, that's a relief. Actually, if you're not busy, why don't you come with us? You already called me here to ask about Haru anyway. Would that be okay? Haruki isn't exactly fond of surprises. Yeah, should be fine. I just had to sort some stuff up at the drama club before we're done for the week. It's hard to wait for me by the annex building. So he's still at school after all. Should make things easier. Well, in that case, sure, why not? Cool. Come with me. You two can keep each other company. I shouldn't take long. I follow after the saber cat, navigating through the mass of students on their way out and heading toward the annex building and up the stairs to the drama club's room, finding it emptier than usual thanks to most clubs being on pause during exam week. He should be around here some... Wait. Is that him? Kiga spots a figure leaning against a wall, rounding the corner from the staircase just out of view unless you look for him. Yo, Earth to Haru, you sleeping on your feet or something? Fuck off, of course I'm not... Wait. What are you doing here? Finally noticing me behind the saber cat, Haruki stops mid-sentence, turning his head to face me while raising an eyebrow. Yuichi-san was looking for you, so I offered to let him join us. Is that so? Hope it's not a problem for you. Do whatever you want, I don't really care. Well, I don't know what else I expected. I guess that counts as a warm welcome coming from him. Seriously, can't you be a little nicer than that? No. It's alright, I don't really mind. See? That's no good. Yuichi-san, you can't let him walk all over you, otherwise he'll never stop. Dude, fuck off and let me be. I will when you learn how to behave like a real boy. Go get your shit wrapped up already, I'm walking. Yeah, don't be in such a hurry. I'll be right back, Yuichi-san. Keep an eye on him so he doesn't get in trouble, okay? Go. Yeah, this is about on par for these two. What little is left of my sense of normalcy is telling me to feel on edge after this tense interaction. But at this point, I've grown so used to it that it doesn't even faze me anymore. If anything, Haruki is downright tame today compared to the usual. Guess he really has been more distracted than usual today. So, how did you do at the exams? Fine. That's so? I'm glad to hear. I'm pretty sure one of my friends bombed this week, so hopefully he won't do bad like he did. You mean the tiger, right? He does seem the type. What's that supposed to mean? You don't exactly seem like the studiest type either. How do you think I got into this school? I wouldn't be caught dead flunking out now after all the effort it took me to get in. Oh, I guess he does have a point. If he'd gotten in through a scholarship like June did, there's no way he'd have been able to maintain it considering he's constantly getting kicked out of practice and not being allowed to play because of his attitude. Fair enough, you don't need to look at me like that. What's wrong with looking at an idiot as if they were an idiot? Seems logical to me. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Oh-So-Studious? I take it back. Maybe the frosty treatment was better after all. Well, I suppose I did okay at the exams myself. I wouldn't say I studied that hard for it. Then you don't get to give others shit for it, do you? Ugh, he's got a point. Are you okay? You've been pretty quiet this past week. Every time we passed by each other and I tried talking, seemed out of it and distracted. Hang on, I will be right back. And I'm back. You seemed out of it and distracted. Of course I was staying up late every night making sure to study so I wouldn't flunk out. Only to have some annoying gnat buzzing around my ears and demanding attention. Oh, is that what it was about? You were tired. Couldn't you have said so from the beginning? It'd saved me the time I spent worrying. Are you sure you're alright with me coming with you guys? I can leave if it's a bother. I already told you to do whatever you want. Just don't ask me stupid questions and then act surprised when I give you the answers you deserve. Make it sound like you're putting me in my place or something. Also, you did just call me a gnat. What else am I supposed to extrapolate from that? Fair enough. Sorry. Fucking don't apologize. I'm just telling you you're fine. That's your way of telling someone that everything's fine? Do you know how to actually communicate with other people? How the hell do you expect to get it from the way you've been acting? Get off my ass. I'm tired, okay? Fine. I'll give you a pass this time. But, tired, huh? If you ask me, you're just snippier than usual. Is this what Haruki is like when he's tired? Either he's out of it and detached, or he's extra cranky. Guess I'll take a mental note of it so I don't worry so much in the future. Man, getting to learn these guys' moods and triggers is like filling out a monster's entry in some game's bestiary or something. Brings me back to when Shoichi tried to make me play that Manta franchise he likes years ago. Learning how all the monsters move to avoid getting one-shot was a huge pain in the ass. If you're that tired, why don't you just head home to rest? Tried to, but a certain someone got on my ass about hanging out all week until I caved. Stupid idiot gets needy every exam week since I first got to know him. So I'm humoring the moron so he doesn't get lonely or whatever. Seriously, you as well? You two really are more similar than you like to admit. I could come up with some kind of excuse to get him to cancel if you need it. Nah, then I'll get on my ass next week. About easier to just go along with it. For all your bluster and attitude about not caring about other people, you seem to keep others' feelings in mind shockingly often. It's kind of nice in a way. I won't lie and say I don't admire it. What is that? Is that a scam? Is that another scam? Well, I'm just gonna ban. Boom. Oh no, I just banned them. I just banned them. I won't lie and say I don't admire it. On that, you have my respect. I can at least hog his attention and keep him distracted a bit so you have some space to take things at your own pace then. That would actually be helpful. Wow, I think this is the closest I've ever got to seeing him ask for help. Sure, I'll get him to play a bunch of games with me so you can keep to yourself. Maybe if he gets distracted enough, you might be able to take the chance to bail early. Yeah, I might. Thanks. Okay, I'm back. Sorry it took me so long. What did I miss? You weren't gone that long, so nothing much. We were just waiting for you. Cool, thanks a bunch. Usually if I take too long, this one ditches me and I have to chase after him. Don't like that, then don't make other people wait, shithead. Man, what am I going to do with you? Can't you at least act a little more happy to see me? You want something that gets happy when it sees you get a dog. Technically, you are one. Can't I have you? You want to die? Because that can be arranged. Aw, look, Shoichi-san. I think the puppy likes me. Run. Okay, maybe I'm not quite as used to this as I'd like to be just yet. After having put away all the clean dishes from lunch and settling all my chores for the day, I lay down on the sofa, closing my eyes for a couple minutes to get some rest. Having gone back to our usual routine after midterm week was over, I found myself having to work a lot harder during practice thanks to the proximity to the regional tournament. 2 weeks, to be honest. It's a lot closer than I'm ready for. And it doesn't help that I can't seem to focus much on it. Man, my shoulders are still so stiff. Sai's been on my ass about practice lately, telling me to work harder and harder. She's been a real slave driver about it, leaving me no time for myself this week, and I really don't expect that to change anytime soon. Because of that, even though I've been worrying a bit about Haruki, I haven't had time to see him other than a few passing words when we pass by each other. To be honest, I think it's a bit weird how I can't seem to stop thinking about him lately. I know I have more important things I should be focusing on, but it seems completely impossible to at the moment. I wonder what that's about. But, well, since today's weekend, I finally have some time to breathe. That's what I've been waiting for. That's why I've been waiting for a response for the past 30 minutes or so. Yeah, speak of the devil. Oh shit, it's Kiga. Ah! Can barely understand what you typed, but yeah, he should be. Good afternoon, by the way. What was the address of that again? Shoichi, your typing is horrendous. Shoichi, your typing is horrendous. Oh my god. Get fucked, Kiga. Ha. Get fucked, Kiga. Okay, I got the location. Ha! Even Kiga said, get spell check. His incredibly rude suggestion that I get spell check aside, this went pretty well. Yep, all is well that ends well. For now, though, I should freshen up a bit before heading out. Maybe I'll also change clothes. I've been wearing these while doing chores around the house and all. Oh, why do I even care so much? I hate this. Man, why does Haruki's favorite whatever place have to be so far? It's on the other side of town, almost leaving the city proper. I had to take 2 different trains to get there. I refuse to believe he goes through this every single time he wants to hang out alone. Who does that? Still, as I go farther and further away from the station, the movement of people around me diminishes. Even with it being early afternoon on the weekend, I guess not that many people are interested in going so close to the edge of the city. After all, it's not like there's much to do there. It's mostly just houses and roads. Seriously, what possesses this guy to come here of all places? Once I spot the Arakawa riverbank, that lets me know I'm close enough to it. Just need to walk along it until I can find the place. Kika said that it's hidden behind some thick bushes near the intersection with the bridge. Something tells me I won't be able to get through this without messing up my clothes a bit. Not to mention I don't know the exact spot. I mean, Kiga marked it more or less on the map, but that only gives me the gist of where to find it. What a pain. Let's see, is it somewhere around here? Damn, he wasn't kidding about how thick the shrubbery around this place is. Hang on, I'm going to pull up the sensor. Because if I accidentally activate the secret, I'm going to laugh my ass off. Damn, he wasn't kidding about how thick the shrubbery around this place is. Okay, so if the river itself is that way, then it should be around, oh, wait. What's that I see just slightly beyond the grass? As I go past the grass, trying my best not to be overly loud, what seems to be the tips of white become more visible beyond the shrubs. Getting closer and closer, those tips give away to a whole head that I immediately recognize. Then, as I'm about to raise a hand and call out to him, I freeze. What? Is that Haruki? What is he? What are those clothes? There's no way that's him, right? Hiya. Welcome. And yet, there's also no way it isn't. The white fur, the ears with that slowly fade into gray at the tips, the yellow eyes, all of it is more than enough for to acknowledge that this fact that this is Haruki. Even if his ears have golden piercings I've never seen before, and his usually sharp eyes are instead soft and almost unfocused as they stare into the water. I stand rooted to my spot, flabbergasted and trying to think of what to do. I mean, I came all the way here to see him, right? So is there any point in not saying anything? Then again, ugh, why am I so wishy-washy all the time? In what world would I come all the way here only to turn around and leave? Come on, Yuichi, buckle up. I take the extra couple steps required to fully step out from the tall grass, leaving myself in full view. The wolf's ears twitch at the sound of crunching and rustling leaves at the same time as I call out to him. Great job, Yuichi. Hey there! Such a great eloquent opening line. Man, I'm a moron. Hey there! The wolf turns his head toward the sound of my voice, his eyes immediately going wide as he falls back, having to hold himself up with the hand. Glad I managed to find you here. You, what? How? What? It's seeing me that weird. What are you doing here? I was just passing by. You, what? That's not, huh? Okay. I'm trusting you. Ha! Haruki quickly jumps onto his feet, his eyes still wide with shock while he stares me up and down, almost trying to convince himself that he's actually seeing me. What the hell? How the fuck are you here? Hang on, I'm gonna create a quick save because I want to try to find something. I want to try to find something later. How the hell? How the fuck are you here? What do you mean? I told you I was passing by and I saw you. Fuck off! No, you didn't. You said you were glad to find me here. You were looking for me, and there's no way you'd have managed to see me from the road, even if you did have some kind of reason to be in the area. Oh, I mean... Shit, I blabbed way too early. By that, what I meant is, you better not try to bullshit me right now or be very angry. Okay, bad, very bad. It's not a big deal. I just asked Kiga-kun where I might find you, and he told you about this place. Well, shit. Sorry, Kiga-kun. I may have just doomed you after all. Yes? That little... back for this. Sorry, I didn't think it'd be such a big deal. Is that so? You thought it'd be totally fine to play stalker with me. You must have a lot of free time on your hands, huh? Maybe I should teach you what happens when you sneak up on someone after all. Please don't, I'm sorry. What do you even want? Why were you looking for me? Well, there's really no reason in particular. Oh my god, think of the raid. Are you fucking with me right now? I swear I'm not. Good. At least you're not a total moron. I didn't think this would be too much of a problem. I just thought I wanted to see how you're doing and all. Huh, what kind of reason is that? Is me wanting to hang out with you that weird? Yes. Oh. I guess he's really not used to people wanting to be around him, huh? Kinda makes sense, but still. Well then, too bad. It is why I went looking for you. You're a real weirdo. Maybe, even if I find it weird, but I can't help it. It's, it's just how I felt. Is it so bad that I know about this place? Whatever. Does that mean you don't mind me hanging around? Just sit down and shut up already. Haruki promptly sits back down, adopting a similar position to the one he had before, sitting and looking out at the water while hugging his knees. I blink a few times, surprised at how shockingly easy this was before following suit. Just so I'm sure you're not really mad at Kiga-kun for telling me about this place, are you? Not sure. I'll decide how I feel based on how annoying you prove to be. Ouch! I guess it's a fair metric. He did say something about this place being special and all, but I didn't think it was that big a deal. So he managed to go as far as telling you that much and still blabbed? Good to know. I mean, it's not like he made it sound like it was... Dude, just shut up. Okay, I really am cramming my foot further and further down my mouth here, aren't I? Still, all things considered, Haruki doesn't look too upset. The profanities have been mostly kept to a minimum. He didn't tell me to go away, nor did he threaten to hurt me. If anything, I'd almost think he's in a good mood. Could that really be the case? You're staring. Am I? Sorry, I didn't mean... I don't care whether you meant to or not. Why the fuck are you staring? That's, Oh boy, how do I say this? What? Well, truth be told. Which one? Okay. My clothes? The wolf looks down, examining himself for a second before I seem to click for him. Or it seems to click for him. Right, I forgot. You forgot. I don't usually dress like this in your schools or classmates, so what? So this is like your style or something? And what if it is you have a problem with it? Me? No, I just...
So what if I'm staring? I'll beat your ass anytime.
What? It looks nice, it's a bit weird, or won't you get in trouble for it? Why would he get in trouble for it? It's outside... Oh, wait, no, because... It's the... Pretty sure it's the Japanese school system, and I only know the American school system.
Body has been discovered!
You must understand, I really like it. I think it suits you. That's so. Guess that's fine, then. Yeah, it looks pretty natural on you, if you say so. Although I have to say, that's a lot of earrings you're wearing. Are those clip-ons or something? I haven't noticed any holes before, so... Huh? No, they're not clip-ons. What do you think I am? Some kind of fake pussy-ass bitch that's too scared to put on a fucking piercing or something? Of course these are real. That's not what I meant. I just thought they're real. Okay, I got it. Holy shit, is that the kind of reaction warranted over a silly question about earrings? I was just curious. Don't sulk. I'm not. It's fine. I got them back when I first got into high school. The fur hides the holes pretty well, so it's not usually a problem. Now that you mention, I guess that makes sense. No wonder I've never noticed the holes before. Then again, I don't usually let people get close enough to notice either. That's also a very good point. Why do you have so many if you don't mind me asking? Dunno, I just do. Did you get all of them at the same time? Of course not. If I did, it would have taken forever to recover. Even a piercing noob knows you're not supposed to get too many at once, otherwise it'll slow down healing. They do? That's news to me. I got 2 at first, then I guess I just get a new one whenever I need to focus or cool down or whatever. The sting helps. It went at the tip of my ears from a couple weeks ago. The sting helps? You have a problem with that? Far from it. I have no clue what it means, actually. Well, whatever. I don't expect someone like you to understand anyway. Someone like me? What does that mean? None of your business. Excuse me, I think it very much is my business. Despite trying my best not to look like I'm staring, I can still tell from the corner of my eye that the wolf himself is staring at me this time for some reason. Is he glaring at me? I can't really tell. Pretend to turn my head around as if I were taking a good look at the place and admiring the view, and that causes the wolf to look away. After a few more seconds of awkward silence, I hear a click of his tongue before he finally starts to speak. You really are weird. Me taking interest is weird? Yes. Huh, you really are way too closed off for your own good. It wouldn't hurt you to let people in once in a while. You don't need to be so prickly. Is having someone interested in you so bad? I mean, you must have friends other than me and Kiga-kun, right? Of course I do, but none of them are as pushy and weird as you are. Oh, ouch. Thanks a bunch. That'll teach me to show interest. That's right. Ugh. This is why I don't like talking to people. If you don't want people taking things the wrong way, then you have got to work on your delivery, man. Piss off. I could, if you really want me to. I don't want to encroach on your space or anything like that. Isn't it a bit late for that after coming all the way here uninvited? In that case, sit down! I get up from the ground, only getting halfway up onto my feet before the wolf basically barks an order at me, to which I reflexively listen and do as I'm told. Now that's a tone of voice I'm not used to hearing. Stop taking every single thing personally. I don't have the patience to keep coddling you. You're coddling me? Isn't that obvious? You and I have very different ideas of what coddling means. I'm just trying to be conscious of your feelings. A little bit's fine, but too much is annoying. I don't want to have to keep reassuring you all the damn time. Stop being so needy. Needy? I have never been called that before. There's no way I'm needy. Alright, I'll try my best. Good. Wolf turns his attention back to the river. For some reason, his eyes seem to be drawn to it quite easily. I suppose it is the same for him as watching clouds is for me. In that sense, I can understand it. A place to get away to, huh? Knowing what I know, I guess I can't fault him for that. Plus, other than it being a little annoying getting all the way here, it's really not that bad. The nearby bridge doesn't have that much movement, all things considered, and the few cars that do pass by both on it and in the street behind us can easily be tuned out as background noise. Like Haruki said, there aren't many people around, so not many voices can be heard. One thing I hear most clearly is the river. Yeah, it is pretty relaxing here after all. I suppose Haruki was right about that. So? So what? Was that really the only reason you came all the way here to check on me? Yeah, I'll admit to also being a bit curious about this being about this favorite place of yours, but mostly wanted to see how you were doing. I mean, I know you just told me not to fuss over you too much and that it's annoying, but you seemed really quiet and not yourself the past couple weeks. Got a bit worried and wanted to see how you were doing. That's all there is to it. I see. There it is, that look. I've only seen him on it a couple times that look like he's suddenly a million miles away. It's not just like he's spacing out. Something about him looks sad, even. How am I not supposed to worry when I see him like that? You are okay, aren't you? I'm fine. Exams are annoying and I get tired cramming for them, that's all. No need to worry your little head over it. That's good. Still, thanks for letting me keep you company. I guess he's not in much of a talking mood. Then again, if he comes here to relax and get away from things, I suppose he wouldn't be. In that case, why are you laying down? Gazing at the river might be your thing, but clouds are more mine. If you don't feel like chatting, then I'll at least make myself comfortable. I see. I can feel the wolf's gaze on me for a few more seconds, but eventually he starts to stare at the water once more. Once I tell myself a couple times that just because we're hanging out in the same place doesn't mean we have to be constantly talking, it's a lot easier to get myself into the zone of just chilling out. Plus, it helps that the sky is very pretty today, and despite it being quite clear, the few clouds that are still around manage to hold my interest more than enough. Yeah, this is more than fine. The two of us lie in comfortable silence for quite a while. I count the clouds passing by, mumbling on occasion while I theorize just what kind of shape it might have. Haruki-kun stays silent the entire time, to the point I could almost forget he's here if it weren't for him shifting around every now and again. You okay? You seem pretty jittery. Fine, not used to having company like this. Don't you come here with Kiga-kun sometimes? And with my little brother. Do you think either of those two is capable of sitting quietly like you're doing? Oh, considering what the saber cat is like, I suppose not. I highly doubt a 10-year-old would either. Though I'd still put my bets on said 10-year-old to last longer. Fair enough. If anything, I keep waiting for you to start being all annoying and loud like they are. And yet you're the one breaking the silence here. Yeah. I expected some kind of snarky comment to that, but I'll take the win. This is weird. It's only weird if you make it weird. You know, it's just plain weird. Not bad, but definitely weird. Embrace the weirdness, I guess. Trust me, if you'd told me a month ago that I'd be lying on the grass on the other side of town with some rough-ass dude that's constantly insulting me and occasionally threatening me with violence, I think the whole thing was crazy. And yet, here we are. I do like how quiet it is here, and also very pretty. Yeah, I like coming here to clear my head. Is there anything in particular you need to clear your head of? I guess a comfortable silence is too good to be true. You don't get to say that, you're the one that started talking first. Yeah, whatever. The wolf sighs, shifting once more on his seat to fix me with the sharp yellow eyes. I promptly sit myself up so as to hold his stare, not wanting to let myself back down in this kind of situation. But no, there's nothing in particular, it's nothing that's any of your business. Did you really need to add that last part? Yes. Seriously, you needed to? Why are you like this? If you don't like it, then leave. That would be admitting defeat, and I'm not a quitter. What a weirdo. You're the last person that gets to say that to me. Does that mean I still get to say it? Semantics! Weird way to say I'm a loser. And you sure are the authority on weird, aren't you? I sure am. Hey, wait a second. Nope, no backsies. I will rip your fucking head off. Aw, poor puppy is angry. Thor Luther much. If you know what is good for you, I suggest you start running right now. No way! Everyone knows you never show your back to a predator. Says who? Animal Planet? The fuck is that? A foreign TV channel with a lot of shows and documentaries on animals. What are you, a nerd? Right, because you're the authority on nerds. I am not falling for that shit twice. Aw, look at you. You can teach old dogs new tricks. You are really starting to piss me off, you know that? Only starting to? Man, I guess I haven't been doing my job right. Oh, you're such a fucking pain. And yet you put up with me without leaving or telling me to go away. Because on some level that means you like me. At least that's what I gathered from watching you and Kiga-kun bicker all the time. Not that you seem to mind too much, otherwise you'd have kicked me out already. Don't push your luck, I still might. Alright. Good to know you still have some sense. Knowing you back off is an important survival skill not when to back off is an important survival skill after all. Then why the hell haven't you used it until now? Because I knew I didn't need to. Although refusing to say that part out loud is part of me knowing not to push my luck. By the way, how often do you come here? You said it's when you need to clear your head or be alone, but how often even is that? Most every other day. So long as nothing happened to piss me off and make me come here off schedule. Why? No reason. I just want to get to know you more. It occurs to me that for as much as we've hung out so far, I don't know much about you. The stuff you like and whatnot. And it didn't occur to you that maybe that was by design? It has. I'm merely choosing to ignore it and push through. At least you're honest, but that answer still pisses me off. Everything pisses you off. Ha! True enough. Yep, if there's one thing I've already gathered, it's that this guy is a kind of difficult to deal with person who likes being challenged. He expects everyone to back away from the slightest push, so when you push back, it actually impresses him for some reason. It's really annoying because I have to figure out when I can push back and when it's not good to do so. Otherwise, I'll anger him for real. Although I will admit, it is a little fun in its own way. Still, what kind of thing do you even do for fun anyway? We went to the arcade together last week, but I barely saw you play anything. You mostly hovered until Kiga-kun was distracted enough and then dipped. Ugh, that's because I was tired and because that moron Kiga insists on playing shit I don't like. Really? We mostly hit up stuff like Yupo and some racers, and I guess there was some odd light gun and fighter here and there. Did you not like any of them? Not particularly. Huh, I figured stuff like light fighters and shooters would be exactly the kind of game he prefers. What do you like to play when you go to the arcade then? Why do you care? So I can maybe play it with you if we go there again? Why else? You expect me to blackmail you with the information or something? Fuck off, something that exciting. Mad Beat, Taiko-sen, XDI, Mei, Dance Stream, Groove Connect, Tengo Odo, that kind of thing. Oh, wow, that's a lot of stuff. Aren't those all rhythm games? Yeah, so? I didn't expect it. You didn't seem like the kind of guy that's into that kind of thing. And what exactly does someone that's into rhythm games look like? Oh, fair point. To be honest, when I go to the arcade, usually I always see the same people queuing over and over for those machines. Feels like something that's a lot more focused around the core audience. There aren't that many that I actually see played by people that seem inexperienced at it. I myself tried them a couple times, but the feeling of being stared down while I played by people way better than me put me off massively. What do you like about those, if you don't mind me asking? That's a hard question to answer. You don't know? It's not something I think about. Or do you go around constantly breaking down your reasons for liking the things you like? Sometimes. Is it that weird? Well, let's see. It's pretty easy to get into the zone when you're playing into the rhythm. You kind of go into a flow state and just respond to what's coming as best as you can, especially if the game's key-sounded. Key-sounded? It's when the actual button on the controller is responsible for playing the note. If you miss the button or get it with wrong timing, the song sounds wrong. You can tell right away if you're doing well or not based on that. Aren't you pretty much playing an actual instrument at that point? Not even close, don't exaggerate. I see. Either way, there's that. There's also the sense of progression, I guess. Going over and over to get better scores. There's not much that can beat the satisfaction of getting an SSS or AAA on a track you've been struggling with. Not to mention that every rhythm game has its own unique control scheme, which makes it a lot of fun learning the intricacies of it compared to the standard 6-button arcades with a stick you see everywhere. Other than that, I don't know. I like the music, I guess. Mad Beat has my favorite tracks. They go a lot harder in a sense. But games like Mei and Dance Stream aren't too bad either. I like the ones that make you use as much of your body as you can to score points. It's a unique kind of experience you can't get elsewhere. Whoa. That's a really in-depth kind of evaluation. I didn't expect that much from such a basic question. I guess he has real strong opinions about rhythm games. Maybe I should take a better look into those some other time. Now that I think about it, if he likes music-adjacent stuff so much, doesn't that mean he might hit it off with June? You know, one of my friends is a musician, June. The tiger? I'm aware. Maybe you two might have something in common after all. Pass, not a fan of piano and classical music. Oh, a swing and a miss. Guess I can kinda understand why you looked so bored when we were at the arcade. There's that, but like I said, I was also tired. I wouldn't have wanted to play my games anyway. They can be really loud, and with how tired I was, I would likely get a headache. Yeah, I can see that. Those are usually the kind of games you can hear all the way from the other side of the arcade. Just being around them can be a bit overwhelming. Do you feel better now, at least? If I didn't, I wouldn't have chosen to suffer through your presence. Suffer through? Why do you have to put it like that? You say you don't mind me being around, but then you say shit like that. I honestly don't know what to think here. Sorry. It's fine. It is? Toughen up, nerd. I take it back. It is not fine. Can we leave it at the apology? Which, actually, it's kind of crazy I even got one now that I think about it. I guess I haven't been imagining it, huh? He has been nicer as of late. Even if it's just a bit. It's a wonder you have friends at all. You're the one insisting on trying to be mine. What does that say about you? That I always see the good in people? Sure, keep telling yourself that, sucker. I heard that. Heard what? We're too old to be playing this game. Suit yourself. I'll get back to enjoying the scenery then. Actually, would you want to hang out instead? Have you gone senile? Do I need to call a retirement home? What exactly do you think we've been doing? Quick, what year is it? That's not what I meant, you asshole. Should have been clearer. I meant hang out somewhere else, like head to an arcade or something like that. I don't know. I wanted to clear my head and relax a little. That's why I came here today. And has it been working for you? Not since you got here, no. I am so very near my limit right now with this man. That's so. I'll just leave then if I'm such a distress. Sit down! Can we stop with this song and dance over and over? Stop being a dick then. Fine. Wait, fine? That's just fine? That's all it took? Are you sick? Do you have a fever or something? Do you want me to hit you? I genuinely can't tell. Not particularly, no, but you haven't exactly been acting much like yourself. Well, you're still just as grating as ever, but you're being a lot more considerate, which is unusual. A good change, yes, but unusual. Yeah, well, sue me for trying. Sue you? Not at all, it's a good thing. You're the most confusing person I've ever met. Aw, thank you. Not a compliment. It is if I choose to take it as one. How the hell does that dumb dog manage to stand you for so long? I've been told I grow on people. Like a weed, then. Hey! Seems that one was a hit. You're lucky I don't know the first thing about plants, so I have no comeback. You need to know about plants to be able to make a comeback for that. Your comeback game is weak. Yeah, and I am rubber while you are glue. Either way, returning to the question at hand, would you want to go somewhere else to hang out? Not really, no. I should probably get going anyway. Oh, really? I see. But I guess it wouldn't hurt to do it some other day. Tomorrow, maybe. Really? Could you please not look so pleased about that? It freaks me out. I just didn't think you'd be up for it. Yeah, I totally agree to go out tomorrow. Good. There's a new record I wanted to get, and it's been a while since I dropped by the record store. You still buy your music in physical discs? I prefer having them in my hand. Digital isn't the same. How very analog of you. Not really. Still pretty common, all things considered. I suppose it's just too much of a hassle for me. I much prefer having all my music in my phone and being able to choose what I want based on my mood instead of having to go looking for a single disc in the middle of a collection. Mom still has Dad's old disc collection, and every time I went through it, it was a nightmare to find anything. Then again, I also know very little old music. I should get going now, though. I'll get back to you some other time. How about we exchange contact information? Sure, would make it easier, I guess. Haruki and I both pull out our phones, quickly exchanging contact info, or as quickly as you can without an IR blaster. Seriously, what do phone makers have against IR blasters? They made exchanging contact information with such a snap. Why remove them? Oh, is that him? Was that really necessary? Absolutely. I don't believe you. Either way, I'll get going now. I should buy some groceries before heading home. Oh, that's a good idea. I'll remember to pass by the market near my place when I'm heading home. Haruki nods. Talk to you later, fag. Please stop calling me that. I'd see you soon, cocksucker. Seriously? You didn't specify. It should have been implied! This guy really gets on my nerves. And yet I still want to hang out with him for some reason. Get a grip, Yoichi. You can't be this pathetic. I'm doing this so I can make him a better person than I could do with Shoichi. Yes, that's the reason. Either way, I should get going too. It's a fair bit of a trip from here to home. Maybe I'll take a stroll around to see what this neighborhood is like first, though. Haruki did say he lives around the area. I wonder what that's like. Aki, I'm home. The living room seems pretty dark. I guess Aki either isn't home or is in his room. Well, not a problem. It's not that uncommon anyway. I quickly take off my shoes, tucking them away, and heading for the light switch to the living room. God, I keep forgetting how dark it gets here at night without any lights on. Yeah, no one down here, alright. Guess I shouldn't be surprised. I didn't even bother asking Aki if he had plans today. I might be slipping. I place the bag with the groceries for dinner on the counter and then head for the couch to relax a little after the long trip. God, I hate the train so much. Why was it so crowded at this time of day? So annoying and uncomfortable. Is there anyone out there that enjoys feeling packed like tuna in a can? What with people bumping into you all over and no space to move yourself? I swear, someone groped me at least twice and I couldn't even see who it was. These people are a fucking menace. Is that an unread message from Haruki? Get home, okay? Oh my god. Oh, that's nice of him to ask. I wouldn't have expected that. I'm alright, train was just a pain. Got groceries, though. I still can't get over that. Good. That's it? That's all there is to it? Just good? After the eternity he spent typing. Oh god, he's a dry texter. He's a dry texter! And Yoichi, you're still... Good. Bag. Oh, so use your fucking autocorrect. Jesus. Nah, fuck off, save menu. But that is so rude. That's it. I'm giving this asshole a piece of my mind. Let's see. What should I say? This might be harder than I thought. Who cares? I have all the time in the world to think of something. I can't let him win. I should not be having this much fun with Haruki. I should not be having this much fun in his route. It's so Jover. Fuck. I feel like I'm not allowed to be upset at Yoichi because I do the same fucking thing. The difference is I use autocorrect. Like, you all would be fucking horrified if I didn't use autocorrect, probably. Why am I waiting? The secret... Oh, yeah, because Wonky Basket did say that there was one. Let's see if we can find it. Okay, continue. Right here. Not, I'm slowly getting back to dark mode.
Self-voicing disabled.
I don't know how to find it. What if I type it in? Okay, that didn't work. See, that's exactly what I'm doing. Like, let me turn on my fucking, I gotta find it. Video capture device. Virtual camera. Right there. Let me maneuver this so that way you can see exactly what I'm doing. No, not in Sin. Right here. Shit, I can't do that. I can't do that. I can't do that. Fuck. Yes, I'm wearing an Attack on Titan shirt. Only Basket told us the cheat code. Hang on. If I click that, that brings us to history. Maybe it's collar, shirt, earring, eye, nose. If I hide it, then that brings up that. What if it's the car? Or the truck? Sign, grass, nose. No, that's not it. Yeah, I'll let you know if I find it. And let me go back to the main menu. I'll let you know if I find it. And stay safe. Have a good night. Hang on. And I will see you all tomorrow.